good morning, my tip, my favorite sales staff right here. You know, I mean, come on, you know why am I here? I want to convince you guys that when you see or hear of something that might have to do with...
You said? Can I turn off the lights?
Yeah, go ahead. Turn off the lights. You hear about something that needs some architectural coating on the substrate, that's tech talk for painting. You'll go, I know the guy. I know that. Okay, and we have my assistant here.
Yeah?
No.
You good?
Let me work on that.
Okay.
I'm working on that. So I've got a little show and tell, and to show you guys what we do, and we do a lot of normal, everyday painting of single-family dwelling homes. And of course, this is not, I haven't navigated this baby before, so we're going to have to go with that. Is that a little bigger? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so we do this, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, show up, paint the house. There's some before shots, and then there's a after shot. Not the best resolution I've seen, but I do like the sign here for painting. You know.
Did you do the stonework on those pillars too?
No, we didn't. Those were existing.
You didn't even notice it before.
Do you do that, John? Do you do stonework and trim on the house?
No. That would be something that Alan could do for you. You know, it doesn't fall within our license classification, and we try and stay away from that and hire licensed people to do that. Okay, so anyway, moving along here, you can see that at one point the house was kind of a drab and faded out, and now it's a lot more vibrant, has a nice red front door, and we do a lot of that stuff. So kind of like there's before that shot, and that's the way it came out there. So the use of color brings things out. Trim work, a red door. So basically that's what we cut our teeth on. We meet up with Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner. We talk about their home, what they want to do. We go from huddle to touchdown. We supply all the labor, all the materials. We're licensed, we're bonded, we carry workers' compensation, we have liability insurance. It's a really neat thing. You can talk to people about that hey, John from Thomas Paine is going to take good care of you. He's insured. He's been at it for 22 years. He's just a straight-up guy. He's a family guy. He's not looking to just all of a sudden just, trying to make as much money as he can off of each job. We're into it in the long term. We want to get a referral is what we're really looking for from almost every job, so that when you have a good takeaway, the experience was great. They go to work and people are at the job site. They come home, it's already wrapped up, and things are nice and neat and tidy. It's not like, hey, what's going on over here? There's ladders, there's drop cloths, there's plastic here. It's like, what's happening with my house? They're on the phone. You won't have that kind of experience, and you can let people know that. So I'm going to navigate up to this little guy here because I think that's what I want to do, and do that one. And how do I get back to my, far right? Les Tips Beach. There it is. There we go. Okay, and so then we do family homes, a lot of those. But then maybe you've got someone that's got a garage door that we're going to make this bigger. Okay. Choose.
Full screen, I think.
Yeah, don't they? Well, anyway, we can take a garage door that was faded out. As you can see over here, right over here, it got this milkiness from the sun or improper application or whatever happened to the material. Lots of times people are asking me, what happened here? How did it do it? Blah, blah, blah. And so I don't know. You know what I mean? It's been there for, how long wouldn't you do this? Oh, I bought the home and, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Outside, planes are going ahead, cars go by every day, atmospheric conditions, sun, rain. It's, put a t-shirt outside for 10 years, it's going to disintegrate. So we look at solutions, and so this solution was to take off that that finish and prepare it for a new finish. And so that's what we did. And you can see that it was a fun project. I like this guy. He left his nice 450 SL. It's worth more than most people's homes in the garage. So we covered it, make sure, And to his credit, he didn't claim there was any new scratches, which is always like the case. You know what I mean? Because things are valuable and whatever. But there you go.
Wow.
You can take that door and make it look like that.
I was going to say, where is that? No.
That's in Huntington Harbor.
Oh,
So you go from there. You go from this
oh yeah.
You made one
to that.
garage opener or three?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Three?
Three different ones. Okay, so stain work. Maybe you didn't think of Thomas painting as stain work, but we can do stain work. And so now we're going to go back to lay tip speech, right? Because I practiced this beforehand, you can tell. And we have, maybe there's something that's like really specialized, like a church, or there's lots of intricate materials, there's all these little tiny pieces, and someone says, I need to get this painted, and I used to love it, and now it doesn't look quite right, and there's a whole room full of it. And so we got this job here, which was a music room in Huntington Harbor, and it had all these little different pieces that we had to paint. Yeah, see, and then we painted them gold. We had to prime all those pieces, and then we kind of were laid out by a pool. It was kind of crazy, And the guy has a boat out front that looks like James Bond's boat. It was a $2 million boat. It had to have been. And so we went ahead and got this music room all painted up for them. And let's go here. Come on. That's a little boring. There you go. They were coming along. See all that trim work? And the carpenters were happy with this too. They like messing with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's really fancy. And I don't know how many pieces there were, like 500 pieces, and keeping track of all these pieces. And then then they would come in and ask us about a particular piece, and it was like, don't worry, we've got it under control. Bill, it's great. The carpenters would come in behind us and start building this thing, and it was a really fun thing to do. To actually have the trust. They trusted us to actually, try and pull this off. And I wasn't really for it. I remember when he first approached me about it, I turned him down. I was like, I don't know what anything to do with that. That looks like a big, the pain in you know what. And then he came back to me and goes, I can't get anybody to do it, so why don't you go ahead and try it? And I'm like, all right. And and we did it on a time and material. It was the kind of a thing where I just, I gave him an hourly rate, and I said, and we'll have 3 guys there. We're going to have, these are our material costs, and we'll just do it that way. Because I didn't know really how long. I didn't have a good feel for that one. And to protect him as well as protect me, because if I was just going to have to give it, hang on a second, give him a price, it would have been probably a little bit out of the ballpark. So anyway, everybody has a music room, right? Yeah. Okay, doctor, you have a question.
How much a can was that gold paint?
Oh, that's proprietary. Okay, and then, where's my cursor? Where did it go? There it is. Just to kind of let you know then too, maybe you've got something that's a little bit, how are they going to get up there? How are they going to do that? And we occasionally we do work for churches, and churches are a great footprint. Memorial sites too are a great footprint. Colleges, schools. But this was a fun one because we had to use a big old boom vang, and this is like, if you haven't gone to Disneyland in a while, you come by one of our job sites and we'll stick you up there. And, that's an e-ticket for all you people that are, 45 and up. And how's my time?
1.7 seconds.
1.7 seconds. So that was a fun project for us. We painted the cross at the Catholic Church, which is just up ward. Me and Dawn drove by it this morning as we waited for signals. So there we are, taping it off, and there you go, just like that.
Where's that church at?
On Ward, right there. Yeah, right down the street. So there you go. So any questions about what we can do or can't do? Yes.
Yeah, why aren't you just showing like the cheap jobs you do in those little condos?
Hey, but that was a good one because
no fun, but that was interesting, right?
No, it's really interesting because
Concrete?
that's what we do most of the stuff. You know what I mean? This is neat, and then there's that one where we had all those pieces and we do the garage door. How many do we do that over the course of the career? We're doing Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner. We're doing a condo that needs to be sold like now. And you get that thing painted, you put new carpet on it, you put some paint on the patio, it looks brand new, and what? It's sold, right?
Yes.
And it's sold. And that's what we do. We go and we take care of real estate agents and brokers that need to get things looking sharp and ready to go. And that's where the business is. And that's what we do all the time. And so you can refer us to do that, and I appreciate your time. Yeah, wait, one more question.
Thanks for doing the inside of my store.
Well, sure.
And
Absolutely.
I know it's a little job.
But just like
sign on how you get that.
But just like all of us, there's the big job and blah blah. But basically, you're in business. You do a lot of little ones.
And don't forget, remember the house that you did that had wallpaper on every room?
No, that was fall.
That had to be taken off.
Yeah, that's the great. There's the perfect tip. You got a 5-bedroom house, 3-car garage. You got wallpaper in every room. Okay, and that's a great job for us. So you see that, we can take that on. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate